Chapter 4 of Frederick Wilhelmsen's book, Man's Knowledge of Reality, is a short look at critical realism, which attempts to reconcile Thomist realism with Kantian critique. Critical philosophy begins with the knowing act, abstracted from the subject who knows and the object being known. The only being such an act can reach is the being of thought. Critical realists, however, hold that we can both know being, and thus be realists, and start our philosophy with a critique of knowledge. Wilhelmsen, like Gilson, rejects this view as impossible. Advocates of critical realism observe that doubting the world is possible. Descartes did it, and philosophers in his tradition have been doing it for centuries. To begin our philosophy with a first principle so widely rejected would be imprudent at best. Fortunately, we can accept the idealists' first principle and beat them at their own game, so to speak. We can start in the mind, and from there arrive at certainty about existing things. The world I think from the cogito is the world of being. Wilhelmsen claims critical realism is impossible because realism is incompatible with the principles of critique. He defines realism as the position that being is, and that the knowledge of being is immediately evident to all people. On realist principles, being is must be the first truth of philosophy. Whatever else critical philosophy accomplishes, it must place some truth of thought before being is as a first truth. Thus, any critical starting point is bound to be non-realist. If the judgment being is not immediate and self-evident in our system of philosophy, then that judgment can be called into doubt. It must be rescued from doubt on the basis of some more fundamental truth, like the cogito. Whatever first principle the critical realist settles on, it will be the basis for subsequently arriving at the judgment being is, which will not therefore occupy the position required by realism. In other words, if one begins in thought and arrives at being, one is not philosophizing as a realist. To reach being, we must begin our philosophy with being. This is a point Etienne Gilson will make at length in his book, Methodical Realism. That's my quick overview of Chapter 4 of Man's Knowledge of Reality. Thanks for watching today. Goodbye.